Imagine the scene: Jesus, the Son of God, hanging on the cross. His body broken, his spirit heavy with the weight of the world's sin. In his final moments he cries out, "It is finished." John 19 verse 30. But what happened next? Where did Jesus go after he died? The answer might surprise you. After his death, Jesus didn't just rest in the tomb. The Bible tells us he descended into hell. Wait, what? Why would Jesus go to hell? It wasn't because he was being punished. He had already taken our punishment on the cross. No, Jesus went to hell to conquer it. 1 Peter 3 verses 18 to 19 says, "For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, to bring you to God. He was put to death in the body but made alive in the spirit. After being made alive, he went and made proclamation to the imprisoned spirits." Jesus went to hell to declare his victory over sin, death, and the devil. He stripped Satan of his power and reclaimed the keys to death and Hades. Revelation 1 verse 18. Imagine the scene: Jesus, the light of the world, standing in the darkest place, proclaiming freedom to the captives. But the story doesn't end in hell. 3 days later, Jesus rose from the grave. His resurrection proved that death couldn't hold him and that his mission was complete. Romans 6 verses 9 to 10 says, "For we know that since Christ was raised from the dead, he cannot die again. Death no longer has mastery over him. The death he died to sin once for all, but the life he lives to God." Jesus' journey to hell was a necessary part of his mission to save us. He went there to ensure that we would never have to. Because of his sacrifice, we have the promise of eternal life with him. So, why did Jesus have to go to hell? To set you free. To prove that no darkness is too deep, no chain too strong, and no sin too great for his love to overcome. If you've ever felt trapped by guilt, shame, or fear, remember this: Jesus has already been there, and he's made a way for you to live in victory. Romans 10 verse 9 says, "If you declare with your mouth, 'Jesus is Lord,' and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved." Today you can choose to accept his gift of salvation and step into the light of his love. Jesus' journey to hell was shocking, but it was also the ultimate act of love. He went to the darkest place so you could live in the light. Let that truth sink in today. You are loved, you are redeemed, and you are free.